What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video where we're going to talk about two really great options for mobilizing your kayaks on trailers. So it is no surprise if you've been in kayak fishing more than about 15 minutes that these plastic vessels that we fish out of now have not gotten any lighter. And I've been on video saying that you can truckload the car top or bed this thing up, but once this thing is outfitted, you ain't doing that. You ain't even moving it by yourself. So a trailer is an absolute necessity. So the trailer that I've got it on right now is a new offering from the folks at Malone Auto Racks, and this is their off-road version of their micro sport trailer. Is that right? Got a technical assistant just off of camera. It's gonna make sure that I don't misspeak. From Malone, all the way from the great state of Maine up in Moose Land. He had a moose in his backyard yesterday. So anyway, this off-road edition has got bigger tires. It's got some additional features that the standard trailer doesn't have. You can head over to MaloneAutoRacks.com to get all the details. And actually, guys, in case I forget at the end, before you purchase a Malone trailer, if you're a KBF member, be sure to check the KBF members only page because they have given me the most ridiculous offer to give to you guys ever. And if you're not a KBF member, it's worth joining just to get this stupid deal. A lot of people say, hey, look, that deal's too good to be true, too good to be advertised. This one truly is, and if it's not, I'll give you your damn money back. So anyway, this trailer is ideal for boats like the XTR. We've got the single bunk setup system here. You've got room on bars on both sides to put a cargo box, to put rod holders, to put all kinds of stuff. Solid metal fenders. Now, these are not metal fenders that you're going to want to stand on, but you don't need to because you got direct access to your boat. You can step on the bars, and it's just a great trailer. Doesn't have a lot of crap you don't need, but it's got everything that you do. Tons of accessories at their website. And so if you want to get into a reliable, durable, off-road, premium kayak trailer, powder-coated steel that's already galvanized, it's going to be around for a minute, okay? Everything is open. The wire is plug and play. Adam obviously is a pro, but together we put this thing together in about 35, 40 minutes. So even if you are a little slow, didn't graduate high school, and everybody who needs something stupid done defaults to you in your life, you're still gonna be able to put this trailer together inside of 2 hours. All right, so in addition to a lightweight, off-road, easy to use trailer, I'll tell you something else that's cool about that little trailer. If you don't have a lot of space, you can actually pick the tongue on that thing up when you don't have a kayak on it, fold it up and stand it up against the wall in your backyard, and it's not gonna take up a lot of space. It's literally that light. Now, in addition to that, Malone was gracious enough to send me kind of both ends of the spectrum. The entry-level trailer that I think is gonna be robust enough for my lifestyle. There's also trailers that are cheaper than that on their website, that if you're just a road wrangler, you're not going off-road, you're not doing all that stuff, like we talked about before, you can get into it a little bit less expensive. These trailers are specifically designed for kayaks. They're specifically designed for bicycles and carrying your adventure gear. We did a live stream talking about it, and somebody said, oh, is that just a glorified jet ski trailer? And the answer to that question is no, it's not even close. And you're gonna spend more money buying a jet ski trailer and then trying to outfit it and outrig it to make it a kayak trailer than you would just to get the Malone Auto Rack trailer that's designed specifically for kayak fishing. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, Malone sent me this Mega Sport trailer, this is the ultimate top of the line. It's got the bunks on both sides. It's got the second tier. It's got the 2 flambeau rod tubes that are basically just bolted on here with these U-bolt shackles and a little bracket that they made to go on the bottom. In addition to that, we've got a huge cargo box. And so the idea behind that is you can put your excess tackle, you can put your PFDs, your waders, your dry clothes, your boots, any of that extra stuff you can put up there. This is something that I'm gonna put on Austin because he's the one that came up with it. But like if you're Drew Gregory, you could probably even use this as your rooftop tent. All you would really need to do is drill like a breathing hole in it and you'll be good to go. All right, so 2 sets of bunks. As you notice here, I have got the BONAFIDE Kayaks RVR 119. Still got plenty of room on here. So even the biggest boat you would be able to put on this trailer. The bunks are adjustable both inside and out. Got a little bit of extra room here. You can articulate the bunks this way if you want to fit it in the groove. You can make them a little wider and you can change the height. So lots of different adjustability. But let me get this dude over here real quick.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So here's what we're gonna do. I have actually partnered up, even more partnered up than I did in the past with Alex. Now that he's got an extra offspring, he's gonna be doing a lot more adventuring close to home. So we're gonna divide and conquer. So he's gonna take this Malone Mega and go do some Mega stuff, put it through the paces. I'm gonna take the off-road trailer, put it through the paces. Then a couple weeks we're gonna get together and we're gonna switch. That way you're not just taking my word for it, you're not just getting one angle. And I've also been talking to the ownership over at Malone, and they're super keen to take any and all feedback that we have, if there is any, to make the product even better, for accessories that they should offer. So this is a great opportunity for us to offer to you feedback on a great series of kayaks. There's over 27 SKUs just in one of these trailers alone, a total of about 45 SKUs, plus they make all kinds of accessories and outfitting. So if you're getting ready for your next kayak fishing adventure and you're like us and you've gotten into these boats that are a pain in the butt to move around, they're too heavy to car top, you could put them on top of your truck, you could put them in the bed, but by the time you break them down and set them up, it's a pain. So if you only have a limited amount of time to fish, or if you fish so much that you don't want to spend all that time sitting down and breaking up, the trailer's the way to go. And let's be real, most people are kind of moving to trailers as these boats are getting bigger and bigger. So Alex is gonna take the Mega, I'm gonna take the off-road. We're gonna divide and conquer, be on the lookout for some feedback as we go on the road, using these in stories and reels and shorts and things like that. And but more importantly, if you guys have any questions, head over to MaloneAutoRacks.com, check out their entire website and light up the comment section with any questions you have. If I can answer them, I'll answer them. If I can't, I'll twist Adam's arm to get him to answer. And if he can't, we'll get the designers and leaders and manufacturers and all those people involved in getting you whatever answers you need. So
I will say this, being here today, hanging out with Chad, hanging out with Austin, doing the trailer build, I deal with a lot of kayak quote-unquote trailers. I have a quote-unquote kayak trailer. It's a utility trailer. I pay $1,500 for that utility trailer. I got a buddy that I fish with all the time. He's got a kayak trailer that was a utility trailer that he had custom welded and put the rod racks on, and he put the box on top and all that stuff. All in all, he's got like almost $3,800 in that trailer. These are plug and play. Like, I watched this particular trailer come together today in 45 minutes. This one in like just a couple of hours, and it's insane.
no, it was more than that. You and Austin were kind of sitting in front of the camera.
True.
Here's what I'll tell you.
Okay.
This one, you can put together. Me and him could put it together, no problem. This trailer right here, I think we might end up divorced by the time we put it together. But the ticket is read the instructions, okay? We didn't read the instructions. We didn't even open the instructions on this one, but Adam and I both had to get the instructions out on this one because it really just comes down to making sure that you follow the steps so that you don't put the wrong hardware in the wrong hole, and then you get down to looking for a bolt and go, oh crap, I put that back there. Yeah. So then you got to take this all apart to get the bolt to, yeah. So just don't do what men normally do and don't read the instructions. Just actually read the instructions, go step by step, save you a lot of time, effort, and energy. But like Mr. Rudd said, I see people all the time, and I've run.
Finish what you were saying.
Well, I mean, we put this trailer together, but the thing about it is, like I said, you know, I've got the utility trailer. I've messed with all the different trailers, done all the crap, right? Here's the deal. Lights ain't waterproof. Wiring's not waterproof. Most of the crap is not galvanized well, and it rusts. I've got rust on the trailer, rust on the axles. I've got lights that don't work. Okay, that's all money, 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 money. Like, so a lot of people look at this and they say, well, that's a lot of money up front. It's really not, because in the long run, you're gonna end up buying a trailer for $1,500, doing $1,000 worth of modifications, and then $500 worth of repairs, and guess what? You just bought one of these trailers, and you've got a high quality trailer that, again, plug and play, put your kayak on it, and go. And this is coming from a guy that, and we were laughing today, because I said this to Adam, I said, if I can break it, I will break it. And like, these things, I don't think we're breaking this. Like, this thing is insane. And that was like the big thing with me, is like, I stood on it, I rattled it around, I stepped up on it. I didn't think we were gonna break it. So that's where I'm at with this. It's badass.
All right, last but not least, sorry to interrupt you before, but I wanted to make sure people didn't get it in 2 hours and then they're on the internet cussing us. I've been out here for 6 hours and we ain't even got the base frame done yet. Read the instructions. Now, here's what I'll tell you to finish this thing up. Kind of piggybacking on what Alex talked about as far as reliability. And this doesn't have to do with tournament fishing. I'm just going to use tournament fishing as an example. I've run some of the biggest kayak fishing tournaments in the country. I've run more kayak fishing tournaments than anybody in the country. I think I can confidently say that. The number one problem that people have had at tournaments over the years has been either, hey man, I'm on my way, I'm halfway there, but I got a busted weld on my trailer. So I got to stop and I got to get it welded, and then I'll let you know when I can get back on the road. Man, if I can't get back on the road, can I get my entry fee back? Whatever. You got to think about the cost of lost opportunity. I've seen people lose their Airbnb deposits. I've seen people lose a day of fishing because they're spending a pre-fishing day or an actual tournament day trying to get their trailer re-welded or trying to get a hub assembly, you know, at Tractor Supply to get brought to them 50 miles out in the middle of nowhere. So whatever reliability and peace of mind is worth to you, add that to the cost of the trailer and add that to the price, and I think you'll be more than happy with just buying something that's purpose-built, putting it together, and not even thinking about it and getting out there and heading out fishing. So as I said earlier in the video, Malone has offered a ridiculous deal exclusive to KBF members. You're gonna have to head over to the KBF members only group on Facebook to find out the details, or check your email when you join for details. It literally is one of those deals that is too good to advertise, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Bye. Chad's about to kill me. I'm glad I got a really good life insurance policy. I'll tell you that much. Bethany, I love you. Oh God. Okay. All right. Hey, no, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, I gotta get me one of these. Like, this is it. This is where it's at. All right. Okay, Chad. Okay. That's enough of that, son. It's a good life insurance policy, not a great one. Golly, hey, that's nice though. I mean, let's put it into perspective.
I heard insurance and said, oh,
I'm
we're good.
250 pounds, around there, fighting weight. This boat's probably like 200 and something pounds. I mean,
I heard you say insurance. I said, oh, then we're good.
Yeah, we'll just hit him.
Gun it.
Yeah, just drop him. No, this is, I think it's pretty sick.
It is sick, man.
Yeah. All right then.
You know, the best thing about this boat is a lot of people compare the weight of this boat to like a Hobie Pro Angler, for example, right? The difference is this boat weighs exactly the same when it comes off the water as it does when it goes on the water. Where your Pro Anglers are about 3 to 4 gallons heavier, which at 8 pounds is anywhere between 20, 18, it's like 25 to 30 pounds roughly of extra. What do we call that stuff? Where bass live, what's that called? Water weight.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, depends on how viscous it is too, if there's mud or if there's not,
Clear water, you're gonna get a lot more in there. If you got some stained water where there's a little bit of suspended particulate matter, you might not be able to get as much in there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Same weight on the water.
What that man said. Listen, I don't often speak in subtleties because I'm not a very subtle person, but what he said.
Subtle? You're not very subtle?
Not very subtle.
Not very subtle. All right, I'm gonna go dump some trash and bounce this thing around a little bit.